Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is different. This is new.
Cozy.
There's a lot of things going on around me. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back. Welcome back to No Free Game. I am your humble, gracious host, King Solomon. And to my right, the reason that Kim Jong-un is still in power.
Ooh.
The only person that could get Vince McMahon to step down.
Okay. Like that one.
The only man that could save Robert Kraft his job.
Oh.
The Big Juice Show, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get some claps going.
Yes, sir.
Just a little rub and tug. He's innocent.
The power in the wig, man. The power.
I feel it.
We'll get to your attire today in a second.
Thank you.
And to my left, a very first and our hopefully long run, we have a guest. I don't know if I should really consider you a guest though. Usually, like guests are people you get to know.
That's so rude. Like I was feeling the whole.
Like, no,
I was feeling the whole thing, and then he
let's be honest though. Like, are you a guest? A guest?
We could pretend they don't know me.
Maybe a roommate.
All right. So do you want like an introduction as well? Let's give you an introduction.
I don't even know if I want it anymore now.
The only man that R. Kelly would take singing lessons from.
Yes, sir. I like where this is going now. Let's pick it back up, baby.
Spicy.
The reason that Whitney Houston got into singing in the first place.
Hallelujah. Ooh. Amen. Thank you, Jesus.
And the only person that could let it burn more than Usher.
Wow.
Edwin Devaughn, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get some claps. Let's get some claps. Let's get some claps.
Amen. Listen, I just want to let you know if you've been having problems with your girl at home.
Oh boy. Okay.
It might have been my music.
See.
Oh,
We're gonna stop this. We're gonna stop this real quick. See.
Already?
He didn't warm up. He didn't even get warmed up.
Bitch, you know I hate waffles.
No, but so importantly, to really introduce my friend here to my left, someone I've known for 5-6 years now. Feels like forever at this point. A very, very close friend of mine. He is an extremely talented engineer.
Amen.
An extremely talented producer.
Yes, sir.
An extremely talented artist, songwriter.
Yes. Bless me.
You name it, he does it when it comes to the music shit. He also works here at our lovely new home, which we'll get into in a second here. But
yes,
yeah, Edwin, thank you for joining us. You are officially our first guest. Let's get one more clap.
Thank you. You know what I'm saying? I feel so happy to be here. Oh, one more thing. If your feet been itching, I'm not going to continue that. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep going.
I don't even know.
I'm itching, man. He's got the spicy feet.
So today is extremely fun. It's new. It's energetic. Spur of the moment. Ed was in here as we were setting up. If you have been someone who's been watching and following along with us since our inception, you can see that we're at a bit of a new spot here. We've decided to change our location. By next week, you might even have a newer, better looking background, but we'll work on that. But maybe yeah,
some flamingos.
Yeah, we got to get as spicy as
I was thinking
the whole
too.
fit. To be honest,
we'll get into that, right?
Because we'll touch that. We'll touch that when we get there. But so since you are our first guest, I'll open this up to you. We start every episode with a mental health check. Just to make sure that, we all good and good enough spirits. So yeah, how you feeling, man? How's your vibe today?
My vibe.
Yeah, where's your head at?
I feel like I have been growing.
That's beautiful.
I've been growing a lot.
Okay.
A while ago, someone told me when God sees you as a soldier, he tests you a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm feeling like the tests are here, and I'm here to man through it. I'm here to grow through it. Can
we ask any particular test that stuck out to you most? Or just recent?
There's been a lot of extreme tests. My father's health, my mother's health.
That's always big.
And passing of family members. Also, the music thing is hard. The music thing is hard.
We can touch that.
You know what I'm saying? The music thing is hard. So it's been a lot of tests. But I feel like I'm going to grow through it. I feel like I'm going to get stronger through it. That's what I'm doing.
Positive attitude.
Yes, sir.
I love that. That's where you got to be at though, right?
Yes,
like
sir.
If you're not, I feel like in any state, if you're not feeling the need or the want to kind of keep growing, then like, what the fuck is the point?
Yeah.
Most people, as I get older, I realize, and you guys can attest to this, especially maybe a lot of peers, I realize we're 30 now, so they're comfortable being comfortable.
Yeah.
That's so fucking scary to me.
That's a new phenomenon to me. I don't know, maybe not new, but it's something that I've definitely noticed as I've gotten older. And I can even see it in like people that I work with that are like particularly older. Like there's a lot of like defeat.
Yeah.
And that is a scary sight. Cause like, and I'm talking in places where their life not bad. Like if we talking in the grand scheme of survival and living and all that shit, like they're surviving and living pretty decent compared to others. And you can tell just in their body language.
That's an interesting,
you know what I'm saying? Like you would expect, like granted, no one's ever happy every day, but like, you could just, you can see their happy days are very, very spaced out.
I feel like I noticed that the world has a balance. You get what I'm saying? Like
everything has balance.
Ooh, not like everybody. Imagine if everybody was trying to be an entrepreneur, how bad the economy would be. Well, it would be terrible.
Well, the capitalistic economy wouldn't exist.
It would be terrible. So you got to have the people who are content. I feel like there's nothing wrong with being content. Some people have their paths, some people don't. I used to be like, why wouldn't you want to be a millionaire? But now it's like certain people are just cool.
No, that shit hard. But I mean, to piggyback off of John, like that medium of being content or being stuck. So when I say content or comfortable, I mean, you're like, let's say you, and I'm not judging anybody, but let's say you want more, but you make 50, 55,000. That's cool. Like, I'm not judging anybody, but you want more and the job situation might not be the best and you might feel beat up. But like John said, King elaborated, it's like, damn, nigga, you ever happy? I gotta come to work and look like somebody just shitting your tea.
Yeah.
And that shit's contagious.
Yeah, no, it's extremely. But
hell yeah.
Before we keep pushing on here, I want to make sure I check in on you, my good brother. How are you feeling? How was your week? How's your vibe? What's going on with you, my friend?
I feel how I look all over the place.
That's
an interesting statement.
That is fucking poetic, but I want to get into the fit. and the reason that I want to get into the fit, for those of you who do not know, you probably wouldn't. I am still to this day a big wrestling fan. I enjoy wrestling. I enjoy watching the shows and shit. So to see you in like a macho man slash like
Chris Jericho,
like
maybe a Jericho,
like
listen,
like you just in a little you like a little woo in there. You feel
everything about his look makes me want to turn up.
You look like you look like every guy that wants to do drugs.
Yep.
So ironically,
positively though,
it's Sober October. So I'm doing this sober, and I feel like how he said, like a soldier. I feel like I'm on my macho man shit, brother. I just got that energy, and I didn't know how to place it. So I wanted to show the world this is how I'm feeling. But I don't know tomorrow, King. I'm getting some news, and I hope it can carry over. But today, this is how I'm feeling.
That's a great segue. So this past week, I saw, or maybe may have been even like 2 days ago, I saw Joe Budden, one of his podcast episodes, and I guess it was on his Patreon or whatever, but it leaked on YouTube or something to that effect. Anyway, Joe and one of the co-hosts on there were having a discussion over contracts and the contract, I guess, negotiation that he is currently going through with his co-host. Now, anybody who knows anything about Joe Budden and his podcast in particular, they had the original set of people who are on the show, Rory and Mal, separated with Joe and went on to do their own project and their own stuff. So, long story short, the crux of the conversation was Joe's mans felt like there were language in the contract that basically didn't shelter him from any from any risk, right? So
his man.
yeah,
Okay.
so basically there's something in the clause where he felt like Joe could fire him at any point, but he can't quit at any point.
Joe Biden the fuck crazy.
So all that led me to think about businesses with friends and how to get into a business with friends and how to do all that. So me and Ed here, Edwin Devaughn,
Thank you, sir.
we work together here at the studio.
Right.
I think one of the best things about, or one of the things that taught me working with you is communication. And communication even when it's like awkward.
Right.
And being able to express feelings and et cetera, even when it's hard, right?
We had to get a lot more involved than we were ready and prepared
right,
for it.
exactly.
Yeah.
So now with that, though, comes the understanding of a friendship within the business, right? So there are certain things that I will always allow Ed to do that I may not allow a new employee to do.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But that makes sense.
And it's because of our friendship and because we work together. But in Joe's mind, and Joe's point was, look, at the end of the day, this is a business and I'm employing you. I'm paying you well. I'm doing all the, I'm providing for you, but I also have to protect myself as a businessman and my business and my brand. So I guess my question is, can you work with someone and completely keep it friendship / business? Like, can you keep those two worlds separated in a business with a friend? And I guess to piggyback off that, would you work for a friend?
So I feel like all of us have an understanding because one, we're cut from that entrepreneur cloth.
Right.
And we understand that losses in time, you're gonna feel both. And you have to be prepared. But I think the biggest thing is some people can't compartmentalize the friendship from the business and the goal. It's a fucking pyramid. What's your goal? What's my goal? And do they align for what the business is? And I think when some people get it, it's like, oh, you my mans, I'm your mans, and I've known that through trial and error. And I think how we're able to work is we've known each other since we were kids. And when I was doing music early on, King, yo, show me some shit, and I was like, oh, he's taking it serious. And then through time or whatever, I stopped, and then he kept going, and then he gave me the same olive branch. And then I was like, but I'm not gonna be like, oh, remember back in the day? Well, that's back in the day. And now you own it and you do this. So I have a goal and you have a goal. And first thing, I would tell friends, don't ask your mans or whatever for no, yo, let me get that discount. Yep. If you can't afford it,
hold on.
Yeah. Can we get a palm on that shit? Please.
Right?
Please.
If your man want to give it to you, let him bring it up. Because you don't know his personal situation. Just like you got ran in the car. They got it too. But you might not even be taking it serious. Some niggas just do it for the bread and for the sex. So you about to waste your man time because you about to go on OnlyFans and be nasty? That's what I'm saying. It's so much other shit. I think if that's really not disclosed first, don't waste your man's time. I would say that. You know, because that's really more disgusting than anything.
Yeah.
I'd like from you guys, but now you guys are actually still conducting business and still have a friendship. How is it that you've been able to do it for so long?
I was actually gonna say, so I've tried multiple times to work with my friends. I'm talking about like the inner circle. You know what I'm saying? Like the people I would want to see make money. And I think one thing I noticed is some people really are cut from that cloth of being an entrepreneur. Some people just they can't do it until they see it done.
Seeing's believing.
Exactly.
And I want my friends to see it.
Yeah.
But I think I also, like King, he's been a big time Republican
Wow.
Yo,
You
this
know.
He's just throwing out the personals.
Texas Republican.
You
This
definitely
room
have
of a
he
Republican
definitely
is
has
crazy.
a Confederate flag. I saw the flag.
Nah,
He had the
don't do that to
Confederate
me.
flag, and
Y'all
I
about
saw
to
that.
have- Y'all about
He's
to
an
have
oil
Twitter on my
Republican.
ass. Y'all about to have y'all about to have the women with the check marks that yell at you, but if you say something back, now you're a feminine or you're anti-women.
I'm just saying.
You in a lose-lose situation.
I'm just saying.
Sometimes clickbait gets the big fish.
Mhm. I'm just saying you play golf
Don't
now.
Kanye me. Y'all
You
not
play
gonna
golf
Yeezy
now.
me.
I'm just saying.
White lives don't matter. Woo! No, but in all serious, but I realized, King, like King said, like before I let you continue, I'm sorry to cut you off, but some of our peers don't even know how money works.
Well, most people don't know how money works.
I'm figuring this out.
I mean, that's I would say like I would say like 70% of the world don't know how money works, bro.
That's fair.
No cap. I just learned how money works like yesterday. No
Yes,
cap.
sir. Me too.
No cap.
Me too.
Bro. No cap. Now I'm seeing, and it's funny just because of the, not to talk. I don't talk about my job and shit, but I work in the financial world. Long story short, so a lot of that shit is predictions, right? Like, there's no facts or anything. I mean, because anything can happen, but a lot of things are predictions. So, like, I'm seeing, things happen within this industry, and I'm like, oh, in X amount of time, X is gonna happen, and then, God damn it, X amount of time came.
So your hands on every day with it.
I'm like, oh, that is crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But please continue. I know you had a point there.
I almost forgot my point. I actually might be at the point of forgetting. But no. This is what I wanted to get into, though. So, like I was saying, I was working with my homies, realized they're not cut from that cloth. And I started believing, like, yo, you really can't work with your homies. It's just like, it's different. Like, we see Drake as Drake, right? But imagine, like, what his cousins they're like, yo, that's that little kid. Remember that time we beat him up? Like, it's like,
but for him, that's not true. Actually, for him and any major, not celebrity, any major successful person. I mean, like high-end major. I'm talking like multi-millionaire major.
That has that generational type.
Yeah, they got like generational bread. I think the opposite happened.
What do you mean?
The friends,
not in the beginning.
The friends, well,
the part that we're really talking about, the
fair,
beginning.
Fair.
Because I know what you're saying now. Because now he's solidified himself.
You're talking.
He's talking from the ground up.
Because
He's
remember
talking
I
at the
said
bottom.
they can't see it, so they don't know how to get there.
So it's an anomaly.
They can't wait to see it. But they're looking at you like, oh, well, I mean, you're trying to put me on, but that's not really my thing. But low key, they're gonna be watching you the whole time, and they're gonna want to know if you can really do it.
So it's two things. So this is dope. This is a great point you guys brought up. Because LaRussell,
He's fire.
I think he's dope, and the music is cool and all that. But like, what's super super dope is like he did it. Like, you never. Well, back in the day, I'll be honest. There's only a few niggas that was like, yo, I see what you're doing, and I fuck with it. King always just appreciated, like, because I was still growing and still was hungry and learning, and that's why I fuck with him. Like, he was learning. That's what it is. Like, it wasn't stepping on toes. Some niggas see you doing something, it's like, oh damn, yo, you trying to just throw me a beat, like, I like, and it's like, you want to, that's your mess. But it's like,
I'm
up to 4 a.m, nigga, every day, like.
Yeah, so it's interesting for me, right? Because I've kind of been on both sides of the coin, right? Like, I've been blessed to have you, my business partner, and other people that I've worked with on my own shit for years now, right? Yeah. And through all the ups and downs, through COVID and all that, like I see the unspoken blessing it is to have people that through whatever there is this level of holding yourself accountable even when you don't have to, right? Now, on the flip side,
like that,
I remember trying to start this place, right? I remember trying to, or maybe not even specifically this place, but, trying to do something with others, right? Trying to get my feet wet into the business world and how to run shit and really that entrepreneurial shit that we talk about. And you're right. Like at that point, there wasn't much. There weren't many people that wanted to do it or believed in the idea or believed in
belief is huge.
In the vision. So I think in order to run a business with friends, I think to answer my original question is I think I can't see a way where you can separate the two worlds. I think you have to run the business with the understanding that your friends are involved.
Yeah.
And that may mean you may not make as much as you wanted to, or that may mean you may have to do certain things that in another environment you wouldn't do, right? But I think long term it's the best because at least you got people that like I said, when shit hits the fan, you don't have to sweat yourself. Like you don't have to be like, oh shit, no one's like
at least
somebody.
At least you would think that. You know what I'm saying? Because we know there's certain situations where the opposite happened, where you had your homie.
Oh yeah. Well, and that's when as I'll talk about the long term view, right? Because short term wise, there's that phase of even figuring out if your homie feel the same as you.
Yeah.
Well, most niggas see the thing is, I'm realizing now, and it sucks because I just learned how to read last Thursday. If I cared about literature, I would have been realized this shit. So King, it's like most niggas don't even know how to believe in your vision because they don't believe in themselves.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm the type nigga like I said, like it's just my creed, my sense of morals. Like if me and my mans, if we going to, let's get it, and we hungry. It's not like, all right, if I think I can go longer than him without eating, I ain't breaking it in half. You get 3/4, nigga. Just remember that, because I'm that type nigga. Because like if you don't got the strength right now, I'm gonna pick you up. Because that's niggas. It ain't always 50-50.
Nah.
I ain't like that's why I love Russell. He was like, I'm not gonna give you some shit I don't want. I'm gonna give you some shit to put you on.
Yeah.
That's what it's about. But niggas don't.
I think, to be honest, I feel like I think the biggest key is knowing where you met that person from. Realizing y'all situations together. Right? Because if you're only partying with this dude and y'all only know each other for partying, getting into business, y'all gotta meet a whole new person now. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Me and him work really well, but we met through a professional setting. You get what I'm saying? He was a patient advocate. I was doing like setting up schedules and all that stuff. I was, you know what I'm saying? We met through an unfortunate cause, but what it was is like we only got cool, ironically, because I think he brought something up about music, or he heard me talking about music or something like that.
And then, were you doing? Was he already?
Oh yeah.
He was an artist.
I was already doing music and all that shit. That was in the beginning phase. That's how I first met my business partner. And
shout out Solo. Shout out Cerebral Sound Studios.
Yeah.
Making it happen, baby.
Class for motherfucking people, man.
Yeah.
But yeah. So when me and him met, I was already doing the music shit. I already met Solo, but we was already looking to like try to like do some shit, and he was actually producing. So I think he was even talking about something with music. I forgot, and I was like, oh, and he told me, he was like, oh yeah, I engineered that. I'm like, oh, you engineer? I'm like, shit, I'm looking for a motherfucking engineer.
That's crazy.
And so it's crazy.
Y'all still down?
And ironically, I met his business partner before meeting him.
Solo?
So he was
like
in another
past life.
He was at another location on Elizabeth Avenue. Shout out Elizabeth, New Jersey, baby.
Hey, shout out to the block, man.
Hey, shout out Elizabeth, New Jersey, baby. 908, you feel me?
Oh, man.
908 shit, nigga, all day. Don't
This is
play
a
with me.
rowdy episode. This is the rowdiest episode we've ever had.
I love it.
So Solo had another location on the Ave, and me and my artists, like I was already producing my artists, I was making beats, and I was already kind of writing records with artists. So we went to Solo spot because that was that location. It has a lot of history, and people don't know that. And that's where I started my music career before Solo had it. And it's crazy because the Haitians out here are low-key running the music scene. Everything I've done has been through Haitians.
Yeah.
Yo, Piccolo, Shadow, Solo.
Hey, yo, shout out to the hood again, bro.
Yeah, come on, baby. Shout out to my Zoes, baby.
Big Zoe tunes.
We're getting a lot of shout outs today.
Listen, man, but like, so it's like I met him through that, and we were going to work a deal with him before he closed. Me and my artists were like, yo, we came up with a monthly deal. Like, yo, we'll pay you like $500 a month just so we could always get a certain amount of time in the studio.
This was with Solo?
No.
This was with Solo.
Oh.
And right before we were going to come to him for that deal is when he closed down that location. And then I started working at that spot that me and him started working at. And it's crazy.
That's
I meet
crazy.
him, and then I end up right here back with Solo.
Yeah, and the spot we worked at wasn't
so
even
crazy.
It wasn't even around here neither, for the record.
And
The spot was like 40 minutes away.
and you were Solo, and when you met, like you and Solo were already connected at that point?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's crazy, right?
That's
Yeah.
see that's
But you know what, and something I do believe in, this goes back to our conversation work with friends, is, I believe success has I believe you have to be selfish in success.
Mm-hmm.
elaborate.
Right. I believe in order to be successful, you have to have a certain level of selfishness, because there are always going to be times where you have to make tough decisions. And if you really want to get to where you believe you're trying to get to, you're going to have to choose yourself.
Yeah.
Now, with that said, you also have to be with other people who are selfish for the same goal.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And that's where it works, right?
Yeah.
Because our selfishness doesn't interfere with each other. So with that, we see the advantage of having the other person, right?
Yeah.
He wants to be an artist. I want to be an artist. I want to own a business, right? It
just made sense.
why would it? Why? In what scenario would that not work?
Yeah. Honestly, our situation is magical. We met in West Orange through a
Hey, we naming a lot of places in Jersey,
bro.
nigga.
So it's like, to
We naming
me,
a
I
lot
would
of
never.
niggas in
To
Jersey.
me, this
Pick up the garden.
Listen, this place feels like home to me because of the fact that all of that somehow fell into place. And it's like, ever since then, it's been the best studio I've ever been to. I love this studio.
It's home, right?
Cerebral Sound Studios.
A lot of plugins.
It's a lot. It's a rowdy episode.
Oh, wow.
This is a rowdy episode. But yeah. So I think I do think there has to be a little bit level of selfishness, but I think, when everybody's personal goals lines up with the team goals, it works. But that's the hard part, right? Like it's hard to find people that genuinely want what you want.
Yeah.
Is money the biggest factor for business ventures ruining friendship, or people having, I guess, undisclosed agendas?
It's malinformed people. That's what it is. People who don't understand what business is. Like, money is not business.
You know what I'm
saying?
but I feel that's a cop out though.
No,
Wait,
that's
which,
true.
Which part?
That is
I
true.
like that.
Because
Which
money
parts
is not business. People think, yo, we running a business. It's all about money. Money is not business.
No.
No,
You
okay.
get what I'm saying?
I agree with that point. That people just uninformed and misinformed. I don't think people fucking informed.
No?
I don't think people misinformed.
don't
Because
know.
misinformed means you went to go find information.
Oh, niggas never know.
Okay.
How can you be misinformed about something you ain't never known?
We talking BC, baby.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Shit.
but like, how can you be misinformed
That's
about
true.
some shit you don't even know?
That is
Yeah.
true.
So you just reacting. You
That
don't
is
know.
true.
You don't know what
Yeah.
you're reacting to.
that is true.
You have no experience. The reason you don't know business because you never learned business.
Yeah.
You never tried.
And you
You
never,
feel me?
yeah.
There'd be motherfuckers
That's true.
that like eating sandwiches. Like, let's open up a sub shop.
Yeah, and so
And
don't
they're
you
like,
always-
we need a bakery? Like, and then you don't want to be the one to look at this nigga like, oh shit, like, damn, I might have to do. What was that shit on Shark? It was a term where they got a can of nigga. It was one of them shows like send him to the grinder or some shit. You gotta send your man to the grinder. Now he's on social media. Yo, my man for 1,000 years stabbed me in the back. Like, what, you didn't do nothing.
But
Yeah.
to answer your question, I do
Yeah.
think money
Ruins it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Unpack it. How? Like,
Well, because now we gotta talk large sums, right?
Yeah.
So like once we talking, the difference between making 200 to $1 million. Now everybody now people have a lot of questions.
Mhm.
you
You know
think
what
they
I'm
are
saying?
entitled to that though?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Oh,
do they go
yeah.
to sleep
Oh,
thinking
100%.
that
No, 100%. You just said the word entitlement. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Your man's feel. It's just like your man's feel like entitled to be able to just walk into your house.
oh shit.
Yeah.
Or
need
your
to
man,
read some
or
more.
I
your-
went through
or your-
situations like that.
You know what I'm saying? Or your man feels entitled when you roll a J, you gonna pass him the J.
Yeah.
And if you don't pass him the J, you the one at fault. He ain't putting
Smoking without
he ain't putting no money on that J.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. You started
you
smoking
selfish.
2 hours ago.
But you selfish.
I just want to say I do spark up my people though. Okay.
But
I have no problem with that. But that's a true point though. That's a real point. I think so I went through a situation where when we were first starting to do this stuff, right? I'm recording in my attic. A friend, so we needed a setup. We need a laptop, an interface, a mic, and some speakers, right? That's how you started off. So one of my friends knew somebody that I was also cool with, and we asked him for an interface. We got the interface. I lost my job, and then I started charging people hourly. And he's like, yo, I got you that interface. Like, why are you? I'm like, bro, this is not yours.
Entitlement.
Wait, this is, we got that from a mutual friend.
Entitlement.
He felt some type way?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Are y'all still cool?
Well, he's not somebody I record with anymore. I don't got no, that was so long ago. I don't got no more beef with him. But it's like, there were some people who didn't really have much to do with anything, and they just felt like, yo, I'm supposed to be your man. It's like, why am I paying you for studio time? I'm dead ass got that text, just like that. And I was like, what? But my artist, shout out to Elasuko, my artist who...
Wait, what?
Another tag.
Bum,
Bum, bum, bum, bum.
Well,
The Colombian Superman, Elasuko. That's been my homie since day one. He was the first artist to ever rap on my beats. That man spent $4,000 on me after he had a incident. And he got some money. He spent $4,000 on me to get me new equipment after that situation. And I charge him for my services today, and he has no problem paying me. Not a single problem.
Because he get it, but he believed in
Yeah,
you.
yeah. He makes that
end
very
goal.
clear. He said, yo, I see what you do, and I feel like what you do is valued.
Let me support.
but again, but like let's dive into that, right? El Suko sees the value in him.
Mhm.
So selfishly, because Suko knows.
Say it again.
So
I don't know
so-
which button it is. Hit
so-
it.
so-
And I felt that. There it is.
Right?
Value.
So he sees the value
Yeah.
and selfishly in his mind goes, well, this can help me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So if this can help me,
Ooh, selfish. Okay.
Yeah.
right? Because
We viewed it as I needed him. I needed an artist to work with. He needed an engineer and a producer. Bro, we knew each other in high school. We're mad cool. We know how to enjoy each other's company. We know how to get down and get a record done. Yeah, we're going to do this.
they both see the value in each other.
Yeah.
So their selfishness in wanting to use the other person's advantage, now they have this fucking beautiful thing that
Right.
I've known Suko since he came here.
Mm-hmm.
Suko's one of the most talented rappers I know.
Yeah, that's
So
I like that value.
I see their friendship. I see all that. And again, I think when selfishness is used for different goals is where people get into issues. And that's why I usually say money, right? Because usually people say, all right, well, I just want to get to X.
Mm-hmm.
Now you could be wanting to get to Y. Now Y might be a little higher up.
Mm-hmm.
So now once we hit X and now you going for
Yeah.
Y, well, whoa.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm not getting Y too.
Mm-hmm.
you ain't even want that.
Oh,
shit.
you ain't even want Y. You ain't even think about Y. What Y got to do with you?
one of them niggas.
What?
Huh?
Right? Yeah, but that is so and that's what you said. So is that what you meant by, I guess, that misinformation? Or do they assume
'cause-
that you want the same goal as them?
It's this, right? Like, people think, like, if you go to people and you talk about stocks and bonds, they think, oh, like, you're on a computer all day staring at a screen. Like, that's day trading. That's not everything that stocks and bonds is. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to sit in front of a computer all day. So it's like, it's something like that where people just, they know about it, they hear about it, they see other people doing it, and they just go for the lowest amount of information about it and then just cruise off of that. Well, I know that this is da-da-da-da. It's like, bro, you just read like a quick little description on Google about
paragraph.
this. You know what I'm saying? And decided that this was what you were ready for.
and try to shoot you down like you don't know what you ain't reading high school like one summer book.
Yeah.
I know because I was with you. Now you mean to tell me I've been 6 months, nigga?
Exactly.
I got bags of I look like a fucking raccoon. I've been
Exactly.
up all fucking winter.
Mm-hmm.
in 3 hours, you know more than me?
Yeah.
You're Lucifer.
Yeah.
you like, but it's crazy, and that sucks when you're because you really, I think when you really want your man to succeed, and you might have actually a better vision for them because you see potential, like you said, value. But like I'm learning from King is he's like you can't see the value or try to push the value from your peers or people around, like when you're trying to build.
Amen.
If they don't see it in themselves, because now you either one, burn yourself out or devalue yourself.
Yeah.
And then everything is...
Yeah.
And then niggas is just broke together from the beginning. They're
And
like, back like the beginning. Honestly, back to the beginning.
It's like for some people, you really got to look at them and be like, this my man's. I think we're going to be better off not doing business together. Because you don't want to lose some of those people in your life sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes these are the people, because usually if you go into your man's for business, it's like your best friend. This is your ride or die. You thinking this is going to be easy. And then y'all come to these terms and then the best relationship you had just got blown up over some money.
Do you have difficult conversations with your friends? Open question.
I do.
Some friends.
On a like...
Some.
On a regular... So like, let's just give me like out of a year, how many times?
How many times?
Yeah, like maybe that's not the right way to put it, but like how often within a year?
I will say that I've turned into a person for a lot of my friends where they come to me for advice, or maybe they might be maybe they're going through something. You know what I'm saying? Like I've opened myself up to be that person where it's like no matter what you're going through, I want you to call me because you know I'm gonna tell you what it is. So like if I think something you're doing is stupid, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna be like, bro, that's terrible. Like, this is what you should do, X, Y, and Z. You got to work on this. You got to focus on this. People, when they want to start becoming artists, they'll come to me, some of my cousins, and they'll show me their rhymes and stuff. And I'll be like, yo, honestly, I feel like you were just rhyming. You weren't really planning nothing. You weren't really telling me nothing. You were just Apple, so the next thing you said was Snapple. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I need something from it. And some people maybe might have felt uncomfortable with that and decided to never hit me up again. But majority of my friends, we do this. Like, we'll really smoke or we'll chill together and we'll go through it. We'll talk about it. Yo, I want to do this.
But you see the grind in the process, though, because
you
know what, and you guys found ways to monetize off of it. So when you see that, you also are like, now it's you part of the not fucking around crew. Because now you've seen them and he was like, you know what? Because you want to grow, and two, you don't want to waste each other's time.
Right.
I think some people, like you said, you just see X and other niggas see Y, and you like, nah, we got to keep going. And my thing is like, if you my mans, I'm going to push you.
Yeah.
I'm going to push you.
Because why would I want you?
This.
Why would I want you to be worse off than me? Why would I want to be in a situation where we go into a business event and people are like, I don't want to link with him. I want to link with you. Now there's another awkward situation. You know what I'm saying? It's just like with bands and stuff, right? There's one star, and sometimes they want to exclude the best friends. Now it's an even worse situation. I want all my people to be there.
But can't be role players.
So that's what
Like,
I was
I'm a role player.
I
don't have to be Mike Jack.
What is the you know?
I could be the triangle nigga.
You know what's
What shit I
crazy?
could fuck
You know
a
what's
triangle.
crazy? You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? I always argue, and I always argue this in sports. Fans love the cool guy.
Right.
No matter how much he's fucking up, if he's cool, we love him.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that also goes to situations like this, right? Where why can't you be the background singer? Well, because the background singer is not cool.
Okay.
Because who the fuck knows the background singer?
Yeah.
Now, the background singer may be living a goddamn great life.
Mm-hmm.
The background singer,
They definitely are.
Yes.
might have no stress, might have a beautiful family,
Mm-hmm. No paparazzi.
might be making all this bread, but nobody. Do y'all understand a professional kicker? Do y'all understand a professional kicker
What do you mean?
makes multi-million-dollars a year,
Kicker.
and he has one job?
Football.
A football kicker. He has one job.
Yeah. Just the one special teams player.
He has one job.
Yeah.
Is to kick the ball, and that motherfucker makes multi-millions.
That is true.
It is
How
on
many
his
people
fucking back
do
when
you
they need
know?
him.
That is true.
Growing up, how many people have you ever heard say, "I want to be a kicker"?
I ain't meet one.
Shit, I think they said that Water Boy makes like 30 to 40.
Whoever wanted to be a punter?
I've never. Yeah.
You feel me?
So dig this.
So yeah, because it's not because you don't grow
It's
up.
not cool.
Your friends aren't talking about
Yeah.
it. You're not seeing all the baddies on Instagram.
It's not the star.
Say they with the kicker.
You're not the star.
You're not seeing Pat McAfee. For those of you who don't know who Pat McAfee is, because on your face, he is the former punter for the Indianapolis Colts, who went on to do some stand-up comedy. Now has one of the biggest podcasts in the world, the Pat McAfee Show. He did some work with WWE.
Oh shit! He was a fucking punter.
He was a punter.
That's
Pat McAfee right now
crazy.
is at the top
And he
of
don't
the
got
industry
CTE.
that we doing. He definitely don't got no CTE. And he was a punter.
Yeah.
So I say that to say, for anybody that's listening, in whatever field that you're doing, look at the guy that no one's talking about.
Yeah.
Because maybe the way to get to that guy might be a lot fucking easier.
Yeah.
You might make you a lot more fucking money.
Yeah.
And you may be able to use that and to do something else that you really want to do.
There might be like a multi-billionaire who just patented touchscreens. And then nobody knows who he is, but he living every
He
day.
ain't Steve Jobs, but Steve Jobs need a fucking touchscreen. That's what I'm saying. But is that so? Some people, and I hate this shit on social media. Everybody, read the little Will Smith quote. Will Smith ain't saying, but they put his face
His
from
face on
Hitch.
everything?
Yeah. Then it just be a quote. They'd be like those shits like, if you can't go into business with your friends, then they're not your friends. I don't think that's true.
I think that's the
that's silly.
silliest thing in the world.
That's
But
silly as
I
hell.
don't think all your friends should even know about your business. Cause some friends, they just want parts because they just see the end goal.
Yeah.
Like I've been in situations where like I'm up. And back when I was doing music, this, that, and the third, and niggas just want to smoke and drink and sleep.
Yeah.
And I'm working. But then be like, yo, yeah, you ain't like the last 7 songs. And I know you could attest to this. I know you, because you've been around sometimes too. And you got like, yo, chill. And then like, they hear one beat. You ain't work at all. You get that feature right quick? What?
Oh,
You rap now?
Man.
You was just trying to order Domino's with the weed money.
Man, can I tell y'all when I got my first big sync license? Shout out to the NBA 2K League. Let's get some love for them.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Full Sail University, baby.
When I got my first big sync, the amount of people who I had no idea even knew how to write a fucking rhyme asked me to jump on something. Let me just try. Son, it is insane. It's and it's not even subtle.
Teddy Riley, right?
It's not even subtle though.
Yeah.
It's not even like it's a full force in your face. Oh, you're up now? Bet. Let me show you what I can do.
Ain't that shit ain't it? It's like,
like,
you not my man.
But why would you even think that I would even want to do something with you?
Right.
And we spoke about this off air. But me, sometimes you got to be the bad guy.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to be the heel. You got to get booed. People got to say how terrible you are. People got to talk about how you not shit.
Yeah.
Sometimes that got to happen.
Yeah.
Because is everybody happy with you? You doing something wrong.
Something wrong, man.
Why you not?
Why is it that?
Well,
Niggas just can't be happy.
It's human
for a
nature,
nigga.
man. It's human nature. You see somebody in a position that you can't get yourself to,
bro,
you gonna be tight sometimes.
Why do you
Some
watch
people are just
celebrities?
tight.
Why do people watch celebrities? Why is a celebrity a thing?
Yeah. Damn.
The silliest thing ever.
Like, why is that even a thing? What does a celebrity mean? A lot of people know who you are? And if that's the fucking criteria, there's a lot of fucking celebrities.
Here's the thing.
It's a lot of people on this planet, people.
Yeah.
A lot of people
Especially
know
now.
a lot of people.
I commend the people that do the work and like the closer. In basements, the closer. It's
Shout
weird
out
because
to
it's
my
only.
man from the Mets, Edwin. What my name? No,
I don't know. I'm a
What's
Yankee
that?
fan.
Oh, don't look at me.
Edwin Edwin Diaz. Shout out to Edwin Diaz, man. Shout out to Edwin Diaz. Y'all whack. Y'all don't know shit. Shout out to Edwin Diaz. I be locked in with my poppies.
So I'm gonna say this. Mariano Rivera,
Shout out to the GOAT.
the GOAT, right? Like you said, like with this, he come in there for an inning or two, shut shit down. And some niggas be like, well, damn, he only did. You don't see what he do to get that nice to make sure. He's like a kicker. You can't fuck this up.
You don't see the revolutionary talent he was. You don't know why Justin Tucker, who's the kicker for the Ravens, is paid like $8 million a year.
No, he nice.
Because the nigga don't miss.
He don't miss. He better. I thought we'd never see a nigga better than Vinatieri.
He don't miss.
He don't miss.
And that's why he's making $8 million.
I should have started kicking shit.
You know
now you see it. Now it's kicking in.
Like, because now, because you know what he did? You know what he realized? Oh, I can be elite at this. And what the fuck is the competition?
Oh, wow.
That's true.
Who the comp?
That's true.
You don't got kids growing up from middle school training to be kickers?
Yeah.
Nah.
So what he did, I would be nice. Ain't nobody else.
God damn it.
And now he's making 8 M's.
I know.
He's making more than some of these linebacker niggas who got wild CTE right now.
Really?
Wild CTE. You know how many linebackers on the like a backup linebacker? You think he making 8 mil? Come on, son.
No, that's actually
Come
another
on,
discussion.
son.
But that's
But come on, son. He not.
You don't got
And
that leg.
and Tucker do 75% less work. You not. See,
would you take less work though for all the pressure though? See, that's the thing too. Would you take
what's
less
pressure? What is pressure? What is pressure? What does that mean?
You one of those niggas.
But what does that mean though?
Pressure, that bus, you tell you that bus pipes of McDonald's.
But like, no, you either gonna listen, whatever
You
it is.
gonna do it or you not,
either
though.
gonna do it or you not.
I like that
What
shit.
is pressure?
Yeah.
Do
You either
it.
gonna make the shot or you gonna miss.
Or you gonna miss,
If
my
you
nigga.
miss, you gonna go keep it moving. If you make it, you the hero.
What's pressure?
That's it.
But what is like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is pressure? Fuck it. You either gonna kick it and miss it, everybody go, whatever. You gonna go home.
Yeah,
You
I like
still
that
made
shit.
$8 million.
That's true.
Who are we really sad at? Who we mad at?
King, I don't know.
I'm just saying.
But then,
I'm because people mean to me on Twitter.
yeah.
I know how to fucking delete the app. For
Oh,
8 million,
shit.
you won't see me again.
Nope.
That's true.
I'll be on my yacht.
That is true. Yep.
You
Mad
won't-
about that kick. Fuck. So I guess that's why we understand business. Because
Yeah.
when it happens,
Yeah.
it happens.
Yeah.
Niggas be
That's
that's
true.
right. Niggas be we still doing this? What, nigga, you just said you wanted to get a gold spaceship and go to Mars.
yeah,
How the fuck is it gonna happen? Put the work in.
My nigga Kanye is just realizing now that he should have been doing it on
Nah.
his own.
Like, this is where a hard stop. We won't have no Kanye talk on this podcast. I'm sick and tired of that
I'm just
man.
saying.
I don't want to hear no
I'm
more
just
Kanye
saying,
West
people
talk.
been
That's
telling him what
hilarious.
to do this whole time,
Yeah.
and he's just now figuring it out.
Yeah. But before we go, Ed, since you're our first guest here, you may not know this. But we love a good list here on No Free Game Podcast.
Okay.
So, due to the spooky times that we're in,
Ooh. I see where you're going.
both of you gentlemen,
Okay.
top 5 Halloween candy.
That's
We're gonna let the guests go first.
Top 5?
Top 5 Halloween candy.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
I could be able to tell a lot from you from this answer for the
I'm gonna
record.
be honest with you. If it top 2 is always Reese's and Kit Kat,
I respect you.
that's necessary for
I
me.
respect you.
That's necessary for
I respect you.
me. Right? I don't like acorns. I think
the fuck is that?
The fuck is they going?
the fucking the orange and yellow and white little triangle
I've never
candy
had
corn?
that.
candy corn. There you go. I don't like acorns. I still don't like
candy
acorns though.
Oh, shit, I'm about to say.
I'm like, nigga, what house you grew up in, nigga?
Yeah, that's a sex kid. Nigga. That's and nobody knew.
That's what they gave you as a
No,
kid?
yeah.
That's how you went to
I
sleep
don't
afterwards?
like acorns. Acorns traumatize me. Candy corns are terrible too. They're terrible. But
No, your top
so I
5.
got-
So right now we
I
got...
know I gotta break them. Crunch bars.
Okay.
I'll do crunch bars.
Ooh.
I need some sour stuff. You know what? I ain't gonna hold you. The fishes.
Swedish fish?
The sweetest fish. I
Okay.
fuck with sweetest fish. I'll take that. And I
One
need
more.
something sour. I need like a Sour Patch Kid or
All right, so Sour Patch.
something. Or some
So-
gummies. You know what? No. Gummies.
What type?
Gummy.
Gummy worms.
Okay.
Gummy worms.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So sour gummy worms.
Mhm.
You said Reese's. You
Mhm.
said Kit Kats.
Mhm.
You said Swedish
Crunch
Fish.
and
You
Crunch.
said Crunch. Okay. That's not bad. Let's get some claps. I respect
That's
you.
nice.
Respect
That's
I
you.
need more than
Respect.
that. Was a very solid list. I want y'all to understand
Respect.
that. Don't disrespect. Put
That was-
some
that was,
respect
Nah,
on my
you
name.
good. That's respectable. You good. You good in my book.
I feel
The Big
so
Juice Show.
disrespectful.
I'm a chocolate guy.
Okay.
So it might sound most like probably nasty niggas don't like chocolate because
Mhm.
this bag is all chocolate.
Mhm.
So it's Reese's and Kit Kat. Like
Always.
you
Okay.
started
I
with
like that. I like that.
Always.
Definitely M&M's. I don't care if it's
Okay. Okay.
peanut
That's
or
solid.
I'm a chocolate guy. What didn't you say? It was something Snickers.
Snickers.
I need-
Ooh, Okay.
Mhm.
The Snickers, and it has to be mini. I want to let Americans know.
It is different.
You might have just got,
is different.
You may have gained 2 points from me
It
from
is-
that
it
point.
is different.
You
for
may have gained 2
weird
points.
Halloween motherfuckers that's doing. Make sure everything's mini.
Always.
That's fair. Gotta have the mini
It
dog.
has to be. And
Always.
That's 4, right?
Yep.
And then it's something I fuck with. Is it called? Oh, Three Musketeers. That's
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Three
That's pretty
Musketeers.
solid.
That's pretty solid.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Let's get some claps up for the
Why,
Big Juice
why
Show.
were you more excited for his list then?
No, that's a great list. Yours was solid. Yours wasn't bad.
Stop saying that.
It wasn't
That's
bad.
disrespect. Mine was
Well,
very
Swedish-
great.
Swedish
Mine
Fish
was
threw me
great.
off. Swedish Fish threw me off. I'm not a big Swedish Fish guy. No, I don't hate it. It's not like I'm throwing it out. I don't hate it.
I want you to know that people make fun of the Three Musketeers. Like that's like
No, but that's a good kid.
Oh
That's-
shit! I'm jumping. You threw my candy under the bus.
that's like bully tier. Niggas get bullied for Three Musketeers. I just
Objectively,
wanna
it's a
say.
good candy. But
That's funny
I
as
digress.
hell.
Love to go last. So we're gonna go Twix.
Wow.
We're gonna go
left
Kit
or
Kat.
right.
We're gonna go. We're gonna go Kit Kats. We're gonna do gummy bears.
Solid.
Wow.
Solid.
Gummy bears. We're gonna do peach rings.
Ooh.
We're gonna do peach rings.
That thing fire.
And last, I agree
That's
with
3.
you.
Right?
No,
Nah,
that's 4.
That's 4.
And last, I agree with you. Skittles.
Skittles.
But
Wait, no, he didn't
He
say
said
Skittles.
You said Skittles,
I
right?
didn't say Skittles.
oh, no one said Skittles.
No one said Skittles.
Oh,
That's classic.
Skittles.
That's a
but-
good one.
But not the classic Skittles.
Yeah, not the regular ones.
the wild berry.
Berry. Amen.
Skittles. That's a good
Amen,
list.
brother.
That's all. That's all.
And if you still eat the red Skittles, I don't fuck with you.
Well, you just basic.
I don't
You got
fuck
no.
with
You got
you.
no. You got
I
no.
just got
pizzazz.
put on the gummy Skittles.
Oh, those are
Oh,
fire.
that's a new world.
Yeah.
All right, just the gummy Skittle. Yeah, that's
That's
a new world.
raw sex of the candy
That-
world.
that's
that shit.
That's the
is-
freaking nasty.
Yeah.
That's
all right,
where
everything's going
that's
off
where
the
the
rail
sex
again.
dungeons come.
Everybody, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us today on the No Free Game Podcast. If you're watching us on YouTube, again, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the fucking bell. And thank you to our first ever guest,
Number
Yeah,
one,
Edwin
baby.
Devaughn. Before you go, anything you would
episode.
like to give to the people, share with the people, it's your time.
Absolutely. Whatever you're going through, make sure you stand up every day. You start the day and you finish the day. Every day.
I like
Get it
that
done.
shit.
That's fucking beautiful. Get some claps. Again, thank you. No Free Game.
No free game.